Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to an evening. Welcome to the rebellion thing that we got going over here. I love those little intros, man. I won't use them every time. People get like a little bored or whatever. I don't know. I love it. I love the retro stuff. You know, that's where we are. That's where I know Jeremy's going live. You guys it's okay, man. It's okay. We don't have a contract where I can't stream over him or he can't stream over me or anything like that. We ain't got no Beardo's live too. Gary and Ryan is live too. Everyone's live. So whatever. We get 10 people in here. It's all good. It's all good. But we got something. We got somebody that they don't have. Okay. We have the lovely nerdy mechanic here. You know, all I'm saying, you know, all I'm saying, they don't have that. And she re-ups her membership. She's a Patreon member. My goodness. My goodness. We got the beautiful women over here. That's all I'm saying. The beautiful women are over here. You know, this channel is almost at 6,400 subs. I can't believe it. I freaking can't believe it. I didn't even think we'd get, you know, that high, but here we are. I also get a little more pep in my step at night too. So, you know, maybe every now and then we do an evening thing, you know? That's all. That's all. So yeah. Shout out my brother Bruce in the house, man. Check out this guy out right here. My Fortnite playing brother right there. His opinion is his own. Put it that way. His opinion is his own. I see the lovely Donna Hall. The Donna, I got to tell you, I got the pirate hat. It's been located. Even though my P.O. box is being shifted, it's been located. And you should see it on C3PO very soon. Are we getting a morning stream tomorrow? Yes, we're good, man. I'm good. I'm good. We're doing good. Hell, Jay, I'm not working, so I can chat more. Check you out, man. Yeah, but get better. Get better. That's all we want. Get better. Misa Don says, we are fat. That's right. The ladies that come over here, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to mess with these conservative ladies over, these based ladies over here. And on Rumble, I see Maddie's over there on Rumble. Wiley Dave is over there on Kick. Man, I'm just saying, you got to be careful. You never know. Man, we might crack 100 people here with everybody and their grandma streaming. I'm impressed. Look at Mego here. You want to talk about a conservative woman that don't play games? She also runs our female Bible study. Look at that. Crazy. I took a nap. Is it AM or PM? It's the AM. You're good. You're good. My man Young Stove is here. Hey, be safe. Winter. It's coming. You know, Mike, you be safe. The storm. I know you guys are up north. Everybody else, just, we need you, man. We need you. Can't let anything bad happen to you. We need you. I got to get back into my Patreon and all that stuff. Just, it's going to be great, man. Things are great. He's like, it's miserable here. It's miserable. My son is here. One of them. My son is here. My gosh, we're expecting upwards of a foot of snow. My goodness, man. My goodness. You guys be easy. You guys be easy. Man, we got a massive giveaway coming to the Patreon too. And you're going to start seeing their names. We're making a nice little clip of saying thank you. We're going to play at the end of all our live streams and videos. It's going to be awesome. My man, Always Ghostly, is here. Shout out. And look at this. Thank you, Jay, for the evening streams. I can't make it for the morning ones anymore. I got you, man. I'll do my best. My man, Mo, the lovely Sherry. You know? Beach Dad, what's up? Freaking awesome. I see you guys. Wait. There he is. The Hidden says, I live in the mountains. I don't know how much snow I'm going to get. Crazy. Can Man, what's up, brother? Hey, listen, Can Man, if they need your services somewhere else, I think I'll be all right. I'll be all right, brother. Freak. I didn't even tag the Daughter's Revenge. Ah. Oh well. Larry, the IDOT says I'm not here. I see you. I see you. Negative 42 degrees, buddy. Buddy, I don't want that. I can't deal with that in my life. Can't deal with that in my life. Anyway, before we begin, like we have been, what we will be doing for the next 25 days or so, just real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to you guys who have purchased the Daughter's Revenge book. We have now crossed 60K in sales. Unbelievable. 1,177 books sold. Shocking. It's a lot of books. If you haven't got your copy, please, 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 please help us out. Help us out. You're going to love the story. You're going to love this whole universe and world and all that stuff. It's going to be fantastic. Yo, there's my man, David. What's up, brother? What's up, man? I'm looking for you. What's up, Zach? And look at that. Look who's in the chat. I'll be playing video games with the lovely Amanda later. So, let's see. Pray for us in the South. The ice is about to hit us bad for some reason. Mississippi hasn't put salt everywhere in the roads. Whew. Yeah. Also, Lady Aaron D, it's all good. If you can't make it here, your services are needed elsewhere. I get it. Man, we'll probably have about 100 plus people. I think I can handle it. I don't want anybody stressing. No stressing, just confessing. We're on the move, and it's time to celebrate. Oh, man, what a day, man. What a day. What a day. Look at this. Oh, Mike, look at you, man. Watching Jay during breakfast and dinner tax. Shout out to you, Mike. I can't wait to hang out with you, man, in New York and in Florida. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Everybody's saying hi to everyone. Yeah, Donna, I got you covered, man. He says I'm stressing on my work. No stressing, man. No stressing. 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 Freaking heck, Jay. We get saying hi to the chat. Look at that. Yeah. The far left agitator. I don't even know how to say her name. Levy Armstrong ran into that church screaming and hollering and screaming at people. And she's like, I wasn't doing anything. Then she goes on a podcast later and she has the nerve to say, I wasn't doing anything. I actually sat down and worshiped with those people. I just sat down and worshiped. I'm a Christian myself. The video evidence of you dumb people recording yourself stressing out, you know, the worshipers of that church. The stupidness of you people recording yourself storming in a church and screaming at children. You have the nerve to like turn around and find a podcast that loves you types. And just I wasn't doing anything wrong, man. I wasn't doing anything wrong at all. We were just we were worshiping with those people. You know? Shout out Binary Recoil over on Rumble. I mean Kick, sorry. Dang. And I gotta say, man, it's about time. It's about time, right? We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for some arrest, man. We are seeing the destruction right before our eyes, and we're like, for God's sake, for the love of all of St. Pete, please, will you arrest somebody? Please. Holy Christmas cakes, man, and flapjacks, please arrest somebody. People ask if that picture is real. Not a real picture. She wasn't arrested. Oh, this coming from the White House. The official White House account posted this lady. Oh, Pam Bondi. Wow. You know, she's not really. You got a lot of work to do, Pam, for you to get back in the good graces of a lot of people. Okay. And I will say this, this is a first step in the right direction. It's one step, but you got, 100 miles to go. But we'll take a step. Will Pam Bondi learn to arrest? That's the key, right? That's the key. At this point, I'm like, one step is better than still going in the opposite direction. The big matzo ball is out there, though. The big one. You know? Don Lemon. He's out there. And he made a statement from his attorney. Here's another one. She was also arrested for busting into that church. She was also winning on talk shows and said, "Oh, I love those white people over there. They're great." You know? They're fantastic. We were worshiping with those people.
Lockup's in there. We'll bring her in. She'll stand off to the side. I know this only because I just did it once.
Think Tim Waltz is going to show up and have them, be released? Think old Governor Tim is going to show up and be like, "Okay, look, enough's enough. Okay? Enough's enough. I got to give credit where credit is due." Maybe someone took Pam, maybe someone took Pam Bondi in a room and said, "Hey, we're going to have a conversation here." It's time. Okay? Man, I am like decked out in pirate stuff. It's everywhere. Holy crap. Beard's getting a little scraggly. I got to give some credit to Pam for this right here. This is great. I think this was hilarious. I was dying. I was rolling. And, what's up, Cobra Prime? Look, my Rumble people are showing up over here. I can highlight. I mean, not Rumble, Kick. Holy crap. Pam Bondi from her official government account says, "Okay, check." This is what this retard have to say.
Yesterday, I went into a church with Nakima Armstrong and I protested these white supremacists. The pastor of the church is a fucking ICE leader in the city. As you can see, all these pretend Christians, all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps.
So, Pam Bondi, you want to come and arrest me? You want to come and give me charges? So be it.
Yesterday, I went in.
You want to know what's funny? What's really funny? She's like, "Okay, I got you." What's really funny with all of this is that this guy's video is probably the video that's going to get all of them like locked up. This guy is it's this guy's video. Out of everyone's video, it's him because he was with that group. The best part is he freaking says their name right here. He admitted this is what, yeah, he self-reported all of them. He freaking self-reported all of them, dude. And he was sticking his camera in like children's faces, calling them white supremacists and stuff, while the other ladies were like, "We didn't really do that. We were kind of worshiping, and then we just made our point across, and then we left, like that." While it was this retard right here. I love it, man. If you don't ever get to see my morning shows, I mean, we are really at a loss of words at this point on how dumb these people truly are. I mean, there's people that have had, we got learning problems. Okay. We're all not born perfect. I'm talking to myself here. But holy crap. The level that these people, I'm just saying, man, the level of stupidity of these people. They're not even on the level of real people suffering from Down syndrome. I would not even put them on that level. They are beneath them. I mean, it is just stupid. Well, you got your wish, Billy. You got arrested. Here we go from the White House. Checkmate. I mean, here we go, bro. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Latino Slant, what's up, brother? Yes, the Don Lemon is still hanging out there. Still hanging out there. That's all right. I got to give credit where credit is due. Again, Pam Bondi has hundreds of miles to walk to get to a place where we're like, okay, all right. Okay. This is a couple steps in the right direction. Thank you for the 150 people here. Only because Jeremy probably hasn't gone live yet. But once he goes live, someone said it looks like Beardo. Arrested. Now, what I'm hoping on, this is just rumor and speculation. He's live. All right. No problem. This is just I love Jeremy. I did not know he was going live at this time. It's not a competition. Cobra Cast, I think, is like the best show out there. All good. Like, there's we didn't text each other. There's not a competition. He will smoke me in every way sideways when it comes to views, super chats, all that stuff. So it's like, it's not even close. So, anyway, for the faithful few that want to hang out with me, I appreciate you. I tip my hat to you. We're hanging out. Yeah, there it is. I knew it. Cash would be the first one to go. I knew it. I knew he's out of here. $199 versus Welcome to the Rebellion grifting competition. Let's go. I mean, someone's got to start with a 500. Maybe Cash. Someone's got to start with a $500 dono. Then we could screenshot and be like, Jeremy, you better step your game up. I'm watching you because you acknowledge me even without a super chat. Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, real quick, you guys always take care of me. It's all love, man. It's all love. Let's just have some fun, all right? No competition here. You turn on the live stream who you want to hang out with, man. No competition. Plus, ain't no one got me in the morning. I'm king of the morning stream. Crown it, baby. Crown it. I'm king of the morning stream. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this lovely lady with a 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Since it's Pirate Week, you know.
Welcome to the crew. Now get to work.
Bro, Cash. Yo, freaking crack. Freaking Cash. What's up, brother? You didn't have to do that, man. Come on, brother. Well, if you're new around these parts, we do a little something called the Rose Tico. You're welcome. If it's too loud, you might want to turn it down. Here we go. He's like more than I give Jerry. Yo, I got to hang out with Cash a few times, man. And I don't know if he likes to recognize it, but you know, Cash, I made Cash a little famous. It wasn't my intention. Me and Chrissy Mary made Cash a little famous, you know, a little famous in a picture. But we'll just leave that be. If you ever meet Cash in person and you know that picture, you know what I'm talking about. I heard you're a great bartender too, brother. We gotta figure that one out. Yo, Mike, look at this dude, man. Is it a Rose Tico party? Look at this. Look at this. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. The Cash is a real one. Always has been. I love this. Let's see what else we got here. Speaking of Cash. Hey, thanks for the gifties, y'all. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Who said that Roast Tico? Ace said the Roast Tico scared his cats. Holy crap, my bad. My bad. Wicked Virtuous, I thought you said 5. Yeah. Every last individual who allegedly targets our brave federal law enforcement, targets a place of worship, or in any way pays for or facilitates such illegal activities will be pursued and will be caught. That's the lady that's the lady that says, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember, but she was like, I'm a lawyer, I'm a pastor, I'm a disaster, you know, stuff like that. That's what this lady says she was. And look where she is now. There's another one. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't even know what she was doing. Why is she pointing? Oh, she's pointing at him like she's something special, right? Man, y'all are pouring into gifties, man. If only my StreamYards would catch up. My StreamYards chat is stuck. Look at that. This is the last one that shows. It's been giving me problems lately. I don't know what the deal is, bro. I want to highlight them. So once it catches up, I'm going to go back and highlight y'all's gifties. Freaking crazy. Or I'll just highlight them on my freaking, you know. Here's the other buddy right here. Man, that dude hasn't changed his shirt, his jacket, or his hat. Like, what the heck is going on, man? It's been giving everyone problems. All right. All right. Yo, Jay's half sand crane son. Son, what are you doing up? It's bedtime. What are you doing? Here's my allowance back, Pops. Thank you. Kerry Davidson said I had to add a few more. I got you with that 5, baby. Yo, it's gonna be loud. Be ready. You might want to turn the TV down. Here we We got another 5. It's gonna be loud again. Man, 180 people up in this piece. Shout Jay, you gotta throw up. What's going that He-Man thing? You know what it did to my channel? It blocked it. I think you could still watch it if you're in America. I knew when I played that song in the morning, it was gonna like. So the super chats are appreciated. Got demonetized. I was like, holy crap! Can we get a little Gina silhouette to set the mood for the evening, brother? We've been live for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Well, you paid $5. Wait till you see her now. She's got some interesting announcements coming that no talkie. I spoke to her yesterday. Pretty cool. Just got to flex that, you know, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Tonight the music seems so loud. Wait, is that Wait. Is that Yo, Jay, been busy, been lurking when I can. No problem, Jimmy. Hey, handle your business. We'll always be here. Handle your business. What I hope. Brian, do you have any inside information on this? What I hope. The rumor is that this dude was crying in the back of the car. That he was freaking crying. Now, I'm just looking at his face now, getting out of the car. It doesn't look like he had tears on his eyes or anything. But the rumor was he was like begging, saying they got the wrong guy, that he didn't do anything wrong, that he shouldn't be here. He was like pleading and screaming. Like, you can't do this to me. I did nothing wrong. I was worshiping. That's what I'm seeing online. Now, there's no evidence to prove that. Let me just be perfectly clear. You know how people be throwing stuff out on the internet, right? They be throwing stuff out and like someone could like put Beardo's face on that and then screenshot this and just put like, we got him. We got him. Brian says, I haven't heard anything, but wouldn't surprise me, Jay. These folks are tough until the iron goes on the wrist. If I hear, I'll let you know. I will never get you in trouble. I will never say anything, Brian. Never, ever. Never, ever. The thing that is so funny to me is that this freaking retard right here, this stupid idiot, this guy that thinks he's so tough, this guy that ran into a church and yelled at children, called them worshipers of Satan, you know, called them white supremacists while they were trying to sing and read the Bible and all that, while he's like, you should be out feeding Somalians. You know, this guy, what is so ironic in this whole thing is that it is probably his post from his cell phone, which has incriminated all these other people. That is the funniest thing ever. Brian says the internet know before me. Was like, no problem, no problem. I was just curious. That is the funniest thing ever. Also, like, we were playing some of his clips. You know, he kind of got the meth teeth. You know, like a little bit of meth teeth going on there. This is the guy right here. So funny. I love it. Man, shout out to the 180, man. Thank you. How it started and how it's going.
So, Pam Bondi, you want to come and arrest me? You want to come and give me charges? So be it.
What's funny is when this guy was like yucking up Trump and everything, this guy right here was nodding his head. He was like, oh yeah, tell him what's up. Tell him what's up. Until he says, you want to arrest me? Then the look on his face completely changes. He's like, don't do that to me. Watch.
So, Pam Bondi, you want to come and arrest me? You want to come and give me charges? So like, be it.
Get these people to freak out. You want to know why they ran into a church? They ran into a church because they weren't getting enough attention protesting outside in the cold. That's why. These people feed and live off this like attention that they get from their TikToks or videos that they post wherever on social media. They can't live without this attention because they think that they are saving the world in their mind, that their mind is so warped that everyone that doesn't think, believe, or act like them is an enemy, like a real life enemy. Whether they're a Christian, whether you're Christian or whatever, they think you are a real life enemy. And so they went to the places where they thought that they could get away with this and give them the most bang for their buck, right? Let's storm a church. Let's make something up and say, oh, the pastor's an ICE officer. Let's storm the church and record it. Let's scream in the face of children and make them cry. Let's tell them that they're fake Christians and like we'll scream at them and then we'll get all over the news and everyone will hear everything that we're doing. It's crazy. And they know, and we've said this before. We said this before. There are many states and some ones that you and my Chad live in, Texas, Florida, just to name two, they will not get away with doing that. If someone comes running in a church screaming at people and children and stuff, there are some churches and states that you will never walk or talk again. And y'all know that's true. Like they don't get caught doing this in Florida. You know? Brian says they would not have made it out of the church if they did that. No states, Jay. Yeah. I know in my church, like they have let people know that there are multiple people that are packing. And Florida is now like open carry. So you can buy a gun and just walk around like the Wild West. Crazy. It's the same thing we see in California, Jay. They know there's no real consequences for their actions, so they don't stop. And then when one of their people gets seriously hurt, they don't take the blame. Yeah. Yep. My church looks like it's like gunslingers, man. There's like it's just on their side hip. Because it's open carry now. So it's just, as long as the establishment allows it, it's all good. And a lot of Central Florida places, I don't know so much about Miami, like maybe in some of the blue city areas, but I know in like, You go to Polk County where Sheriff Grady Judd and a few others, it's like there's churches. It's like you just right on the hip. They won't do that stuff in a church like that. Crazy. Um, it's crazy. Do I still have let's see. Let's see. What was that guy's name that was arrested? That scruffy looking guy. What was his name? Oh, William Kelly. That's it. I don't know if I have this video pulled up, but bro, you're in Broward. You're in Broward. Um I want to see if they had the yeah, here it is right here. Hi. FBI Director Kash Patel's like a third subject has now been arrested. That's the guy.
Christians, all these
Look at this.
Christians, all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. You come here to a man wearing a suit as a preacher. Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the words? No, Jesus would die within others. You do not touch me. Touch me again and see what happens.
Hey, you can't.
You are a fake Christian. Why are
So because of this stupid white guy and his video, it looks like the rest of the people that were in charge of that are getting that. I find it so funny, dude. You heard the threat. Touch me again and see what happens. That little kid or whatever, that young man came up to him and says, "You cannot record here." Right here. This guy, he says, "You cannot record here." Now this freaking old white dog turd with the beard, he came out again and said, "I didn't do anything wrong. No one asked me to leave and no one asked me to stop recording." Again. The level of stupidity with these people is at an all-time high. You know, I think they should be tested for something because clearly, screw loose, maybe, I don't know, but it's wild to me, man. Wild. What all that's what with all that. Here is the new I hit mute on my microphone, man. I hit. You see, it's you see, it's blue. I accidentally hit it and it went red. I must have hit that with my hand by accident while I was streaming. Man, I lost 40 viewers and probably $500 because of that little hiccup. Well, say I put my hand here. If you touch it, it goes red. And then, man, I was on a roll, man. I was hyped up. I was ready. I'm all full of energy. I'm full of piss and vinegar right now. The freak, man. Anyway, this was unveiled at the SHOT Show. SHOT Show is the biggest, right? The biggest gun convention in Las Vegas. So, hey, take care, Brian. Obi-Wan Cannoli says, what did you say about my super with the guy sounding like Adam Sandler? I just laughed. I laughed. I was like, Happy Gilmore. The Mass Marvel for $10 says unmute. Unmute tax. All right, I got to refocus. Refocus, man. Refocus. All right, we're back in the saddle. So they unveiled this gun that it's like, who wants one? Gun laws have changed in 2026. Are you guys ready to see the big unveiling? Thank you for the super chat, love. Here it is right here.
So you're thinking that you want a hand crank, belt fed Gatling gun in 5.56, and you're asking yourself, what does this thing cost? And I'll tell you right here, $1,200 out the door on this baby. You don't think it's true? It's basically $1,000 worth of AR-15 parts, barrels and bolt carrier groups put inside a 3D printed chassis. This is all 3D printed, and the plans for this thing are free. A guy from nopel-0.com, NOPEL-0.com, put these plans out. There's a few components that you need to buy from him, but they're really not that expensive. The rest of it is aftermarket AR-15 parts, and it's a delinker inside there. So you get yourself a 5.56 belt, and you crank the handle, and away you go. This thing is just running out 5.56 ammo, just like the old-fashioned Gatling gun, only better. Tell me in the comments, for $1,200, would you put this on top of your car and shoot gophers in the back 40?
I want one. Waste of $1,200? Get the freak out of here, brother. This is America, man. This is what we do in America. We're going to put this on the front door of our porches here in Florida. Probably Texas too. Maybe Tennessee, up in the hills in West Virginia. That's what we do. And we'll attach a GoPro on top of it just to show you what we shoot. And then every now and then we're going to test it out so our neighbors know what's going on. That's what we do around here in America. I want to strap that thing on the top of my Ford F-150 and drive around. Jay tripped harder than he tripped poo. Come on, man. Come on. I love it. I love it. That's the thing. Like us Americans, it don't matter if it's 3D printed. It don't matter what, it's just like we need to have it. All right. We just got to have it in our yard. That's it. We got to have it. Going back to the arrest, Don Lemon is feeling. Watch where you put your hands, Billy. Tax. Wasp for $5. Right in the front yard. I'm gonna give Don Lemon a little bit of credit here. A little bit of credit. All right. Everyone's saying, Jay, it's nice you could stream. The kids can listen to it because I can't let them hear Jeremy stream. Why? Because I don't cuss. I try not to cuss. Every now and then, a little slip up happens. We're only human. I ain't perfect. Was, how was your stream with Brimstone? It work out? I'm going to be on that show soon. Got to work out the dates. Thanks for the 5. GoPro mounted on a Gatling gun fun. Uncle Mike for 2. Oh. Jason Poo to the Shadow Realm. Pee poo poo ma'am. I didn't know y'all were married. Congrats on the. I don't know. I pulled a full Gary and you forgot. Wow. Well, happens to the best of us. I will give Don Lemon a smidgen of credit here because when he was fired from CNN, right? He was fired and he immediately wanted to pull the Tucker Carlson and go full on Twitter, right? Like X. He was going to have a show on X and people could pay for subscribers and he was going to get paid. And even Elon Musk was like, okay, I don't agree with your politics, but let's see, I'm trying to be balanced here. He did that interview with Elon Musk and Elon Musk just totally like, you're a fraud. You're an idiot. Like you're dumb. Why do you believe that? Totally embarrassed him. Then Don was like, I'm never using this app again. And to his credit, he deleted his account and he hasn't been back on this app again. So for that, I give him credit. He's over on Blue Sky posting his L's over there, Skywalker says, my son just said because Jeremy says too many bad words. Oh, what's up, Risk It, my brother? Great Bible study this week. Great choice, man. I'm loving it. Don is looks to be, first of all, good old Donnie Boy came out and was just like, I didn't do nothing wrong. It was journalism. They can't do nothing to me. Nothing's going to happen to me. Nothing. He goes on Blue Sky. Look at here's the other thing. This dude can't even post like a normal post. He's got to go get a picture with his, like, the theatrics here are off the chart. He had to get a picture of himself with a microphone that says Don Lemon Show, like he's sticking a microphone in someone's face. Then he had to get the official letterhead and put it out there to make it official, right? He just couldn't be like Trump or everybody else and just type something out like, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to take Greenland. Here we go. Didn't have to put out no official letter or anything. He just does it. It's what men do. This guy's not a man. Crazy narcissism, it's off the charts. My attorney's statement to the DOJ's effort to persecute me. And now they used all these big fancy words. The magistrate reported action confirmed the nature of Don's First Amendment protected work this weekend in Minnesota as a reporter. It was no different than what he has done for more than 30 years, reporting and covering newsworthy events on the ground and engaging in constitutional protected activities as a journalist. All right. Let's all remember. But Donnie Boy also wasn't too happy with Nick Shirley, walking into daycares in Minnesota with a camera. He didn't like that. Called him a white supremacist. But, good old Donnie gets to say I'm a reporter and nothing happens to me. Eh? Huh? What? Really? That's how this works? We played that before when this whole Don Lemon, Nicki Minaj thing was going off. We were playing that, and it's but yeah. Now he's like, I gotta get a statement from my lawyer. They're gonna come get me. Should the Department of Justice continue with a stunning and troubling effort to silence and punish a journalist for doing his job, Don will call out their last attack on the rule of law and fight any charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. Oh, and I want to see it. I want to see it. So there's more to this story. Okay. It looks like Don Lemon was on the list to be picked up. It looks like he was ready to go. They were going to get him and a few others. Right? But look at this right here. Let me pull it up. This is why he wasn't in handcuffs today. A judge refused to charge former CNN anchor Don Lemon in the anti-ICE protest in a Minnesota church. Apparently, the warrants out for the arrest of these people that were given out by Minnesota judges, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, they decided that they didn't want to give one to Don Lemon. So now we might have to wait until someone goes over that judge's head and gets it done. So that's what happened here. So tell me, the fact that a judge refused to charge, does that mean that the DOJ sent letters out saying we want an arrest warrant? I ain't that smart, okay? I need help. Is that what happened? Thank you, Toby. That's what I thought. A liberal judge refused to sign the warrant. That's what I thought. It was like, what's going on here? So apparently he was on the list to be arrested. Don was on the list. Oh, man. Okay, so how do we get around that? Jay, the DOJ can resend this next week and every week to a different judge. Kaylee says if they arrest him, they're just giving him the attention he wants. I don't think he wants to be arrested at all. You want to know why? People like Don Lemon, they're a different breed of progressive leftists than the crazy white people, okay? They feel that they're above the law while the other ones are trying to antagonize the law. I don't know if I'm making sense. He looks down at everybody, and the fact if he gets arrested means that he lost, that he really lost. So that's why I feel like in his particular case, it's like, no, I'm doing everything in my power. Like, that's why if he didn't care, he wouldn't have sent out that attorney's letter or all that stuff. I'm just saying, like, if he was just like, they're not gonna do anything to me. If he was like that other guy, that crazy guy, that's what I think. You know what, Kaylee, you could be Kaylee, I don't know, you could be 100% correct. That's just the way we've been covering this stuff for over a year. There's like um like those crazy white women that jump in front of cars to try to get them to stop. It's like it's almost like they want to be assaulted because that's how they'll get like attention. It's bizarre. You never see the types like Don Lemon and others like do that kind of stuff. They're agitating. So they like to agitate the chaos in the mob, right? So if they can agitate the chaos in the mob, they feel like they have power over people and controlling them and making them flip out and do all kinds of things, such as run into a church and get everybody kicked out. You know, that's what they like to do because it makes them feel like they have power. If they can say, "Oh, Donald Trump needs to be arrested," and then the whole mob is stirred up, and then all of a sudden people, and Donald Trump gets arrested, he's like, they feel like they did that, like they have that kind of power. So if they come after him and put him in handcuffs, and those pictures of him in handcuffs will be all over, it's like everything that he felt is just sucked out of his system. That's why we saw celebrities just freak out all the time when they understand that they're not relevant anymore. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. So there you go, Don Lemon. We'll see what happens in the next coming days. That's for sure. Like, look at this person here. These people think that they meet Nestle Yang, a Democratic endorsed council member for St. Paul. She's telling people to leave their church if their pastor supports Trump or works with ICE and says Republicans shouldn't be in church. She's also encouraging people to leave work, school to protest ICE and Trump. This woman is an elected official, seems totally normal and stable. If your pastor is an ICE agent, it's time to find a new church. If your pastor is also MAGA, it's time to find a new church. Wow. Wow. Well, I think Congress just signed a bill to like give, wow. Wow. I'm Cobra Cast Light. Come on, man. You owe me $50. I know, brother. The fact that this is what I'm saying. The fact that these people feel that they have that kind of authority to tell you where to get your spiritual guidance, where you're going to live forever in heaven. I am your spiritual authority. Do what I tell you to do. So what if you lose your job? At least you're protesting. So what if you have to fight and pay for the consequences? That ain't my responsibility. I'm just telling you that we need to stand together. I'm still going to get paid. But I want the churches to suffer. I want the Christians to suffer that might have voted for Donald Trump. You know, the kind of people that didn't want sexual stuff in their schools. That's why they voted for Donald Trump. You know, the kind of people that want male and female, two genders, those kinds of people. Those are sick and disgusting people that we need to say that they're not Christian and we need to burn their churches down if that's what they believe. The people that want maybe cheap gas, a little more money in their pockets, stuff like that. Those people aren't Christians. How dare they? Find another church. You know what church you should go to? The one that's accepting of all kinds of people. Oh, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Man, that's a good point right here, brother. You shouldn't even know your pastor voted for. Yeah, it's like it's not their job. They would never do this to Muslims. Yeah, isn't that something? You guys should all listen to me and have a great day. Also, you got $5. Always ghostly. You know, something similar happened in Spain during the Spanish Civil War. A lot of priests and nuns were killed as a result. Freaking insane, dude. The attack on the church through all of this is insane. And these people are just as crazy. And we've shown the videos here over and over of these people yelling, like thinking they know what Jesus said and what Jesus wants, and what it's like. Phew. You know, because Jesus would want you to go to a church that supports children having sex change operations, right? That's what Jesus would want, right? Jesus would want you to be a slave to the government. Isn't that what he wants? That's what he preached somewhere in the back of the Bible. Huh. Crazy. These people get elected. Elections have consequences, you know. JD Vance on the subject.
Right now, we're focused on Minneapolis because that's where we have the highest concentration of people who have violated our immigration laws. And that's also, frankly, where we see the most assault of our law enforcement officers. I mean, our plan is very simple. If you assault a federal law enforcement officer, we're going to do everything that we can to put you in prison. It's very simple. And most of these protesters, as much as I may disagree with their politics, most of them have been peaceful, but a lot of them have not been peaceful. And if you go and storm a church, if you go and assault a federal law enforcement officer, we're going to try very hard. We're going to use every resource of the federal government to put you in prison. Respect people's rights. Respect people's rights to worship. Respect people's rights to do their job without being assaulted. If you follow that basic principle, the Trump administration is going to do everything that we can to protect your rights. But if you go after somebody, if you assault somebody, if you make a 9-year-old girl cry because you walked into her church and harassed her, we're going to go after you with every single tool that we have. Right now, we're focused on Minneapolis because that's where.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I voted for. Churches used to be a safe space, even throughout all of generation, you know, like even like the most horrific criminals. They would understand that if you went into a church, they were kind of like, that's off limits, you know, that's off limits. But these crazy people have like no respect, you know. Boldly go on. Well, thanks you, Stu, for not posting my comment. I see this one.
You know, I think first and foremost, the overwhelming majority of Democrats, over 200 Democrats, voted against this DHS and ICE funding bill today. And I think it is extremely important that everyone across the country recognize that. You know, there are hundreds of members of Congress. Some are going to vote differently, but at the end of the day, Democrats stood in almost unanimity against this DHS bill, and that's how it should have been.
But you obviously believe ICE should be abolished, but there are many in your party who are not going that far. Mm-hmm. Is that a problem for you?
I think any step in the direction of reining in and cutting the funding of an agency that is attacking U.S. citizens, that are kidnapping 5-year-olds, that are using them as bait to open doors, and that are privately circulating that they can violate everyday Americans' constitutional rights by busting into their doors, they deserve to be defunded. I'll take any step in that direction.
Are you frustrated then that leadership effectively cut a deal to fund them and, you know, implement very limited reforms?
I mean, I look at the votes that are there today, and I think what is most important is that Leader Jeffries stood against this stood against this bill, and Democrats voted against it.
Should they
as well,
block this
as
in the
they should
Senate?
be.
Should they block this in the Senate?
If I were a member of the United States Senate, I would not vote for funding this ICE. I would not vote. I would not vote for funding ICE. That's
God, imagine the world. Imagine what America would look like if she was calling the shots, man. Or Gavin Newsom and all that. Like, it's just astounding to me to think that they're like, we got to defund, basically saying we got to defund the police. You know, we got to defund the police. Crazy, man. Whew. I don't want to listen anymore. It's the same rhetoric. Donald Trump bad. Anything he does is bad. You know, Donald Trump did post this. The White House, Donald Trump posted how it started, how it's going. It's just I feel like the reason why they're going so extreme right now is because that's the base that they have accumulated. Oh, no problem, Mid Iowa Gamer. This is the base that the progressive crazy people, they have accumulated these, like say, like crazy people, and they have no choice now but to give these crazy people what they want. Because if not, they will have no base. No one will vote for them. And that's, you know, that's a problem for them in staying in power. And so I feel like they see the power slipping so quickly, like everything is changing so fast. Like we are seeing even though it's a small one, we are seeing a somewhat shift in entertainment. We're seeing a somewhat shift in social media. We're seeing a somewhat shift, you know, in things. And it's like, you know, like that pronoun thing that came up in the He-Man, whether it's just a big joke or not, people are like, I don't care if it's a joke. We're over it. Like, it's not even funny. It's like not even funny anymore. Like, I don't want to see it, period. Like, we are done with that time. You know? We are over that crap. Like, we don't want to see it at all. Even if you are making fun of it, it's like it's not even funny anymore. It's like the pronouns cause so much pain for so many people. And to see all these little changes, you know, boom, 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 these little changes, like kind of going back to common sense. We show them on this show every morning. We show people of all races calling these crazy people out, man. Like it's, you know, and so it's like they've had enough. People have had enough. And so I think what we're watching is that some of this stuff only happens in like they get where they can get away with it. These little pockets, like Minnesota, they can get away with it. California, they can get away with it. And so that's why we're seeing all that stuff happen. New York also. But see, this is right here. Like this is, let me show you this. And thank you guys for hanging out for this quick little special report on people getting arrested. Thank you for the super chats, the loves, the gifties. Always a good time over here. Almost hit 200 people. It's all good. Caitlin Bennett was just charged and fined after refusing orders to leave a public area while interviewing Democrats in Florida. Conservatives are being charged for interviewing people in public, while Don Lemon gets to break into churches. This is something I need to really look into. This was just brought to my attention. This happened in my state. And I'm like, what's up with that, man? I don't know what's on this video, but let me.
You probably might go to jail.
I'm going to go to jail.
Possibly.
She's literally asking the police to remove me from public property.
All right, you guys need to move
Why?
over here, First Amendment area.
Yeah, this is a First Amendment area.
You don't have a permit here. They do.
Yeah, so what does the
So
permit
it's
do?
time to leave.
I want my rights to be respected. I'm
You are-
allowed to be on public
Right
property.
Here is our First Amendment area, number 5,
Yeah.
for small groups and counter protesters.
Yeah.
You're a small group,
No, I'm not.
and you're a counter.
I'm media.
Are you here with this group?
I'm here with media.
You need to move.
They're thanking them for writing me a
Let's go.
ticket.
You're
for...
being detained for a ticket. Over here. Let's go. You're on federal land. I'm a federal officer.
Yes, great.
So you're getting a federal ticket.
Okay, great. I can't wait to fight this. The liberals here in St. Augustine, Florida, are
Oh, St. Augustine. I love St. Augustine.
cheering because this guy is trying to kick me off of public property.
No. You get to stand here
No,
on federal public property.
public.
Where
You
we
notice you
tell
said
to
public?
be.
You don't
Okay.
get to tell me which
I
public
do.
property
I'm
I
with
can
the
be
National
at.
Park
Yeah.
Service.
Tell me.
Oh, it's a park police. It's a park police officer, not like. I have to be honest with you. I gotta look into this, man. I gotta look into this. I want to double check, if she's like, if she ain't, not everybody on the right side does the right thing, So it's like I can't agree with everyone on the right if they think they're doing the right thing. What do you guys think? Is she in the wrong or is she in the right? Is she in the right? Am I wrong on it? Like, seriously, like I need to, like, I want to look into this a little bit more. Miami mayor is sending what? Miami mayor is sending police to people who made Facebook posts about her. Are you serious? See, that's what I'm saying. I got to look into this. This is my state. We can't allow that in my state. You have a permit? Never heard of that. I haven't either. That's why I'm like, I don't know, like what, I'll keep an eye on it and see. I don't want to there's a lot of, need I say grifters on both sides of the coin here. And I just want to make sure I get like the story right, That's all. Look at this. Speaking of grifters, she's actually a great conservative with a huge following. Okay, hey, I believe you. That's why I asked you, chat. I believe you. That's why I asked you. I didn't know. So like until that's why I asked Chad. I was like, Chad, you gotta let me know. Let me know. 4th time she's had this happen in Florida. She's being disrespectful and inciting and deliberate confrontation. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have to check. But speaking of grift.
My name is Bashir Hussein. I'm a 20-year-old U.S. citizen from Minneapolis, Minnesota. On December 10th, 2025, during my lunch break, I was violently arrested by federal immigration agents.
So this guy from Somalia, he's an American, I guess, claims he's suffering from life-altering PTSD after being detained by ICE as he started a GoFundMe asking for $50,000 to help with trauma. Right Angle News Network says their daycares have been turned off, so now they're scamming liberals. I mean, hey, if you want to give him money. He's raised $600 so far. It seems to me like they saw what happened with that white lady when she, you know, her GoFundMe was like a lot. So probably, you know, there is a video I want to play that's a few days old, but it's very telling. That's happening up in Virginia. Also, what's going on here, man? Why? What is up with the ladies here on the conservative side? You know, the left are losing their minds over this video. I love ICE raids.
You wanna be bad?
Whoa! Just standing out of the corner saying, "I love ICE raids. Deport, deport, deport." Well, you know, it's always something. I have a video from, here it is right here, about the Virginia governor. For those that live in Virginia, you know, God bless. I see the supers come. I'm waiting for it to like reset on my StreamYard. Here we go. Did somebody raid? Who raided over here? Hey, Remus, what's up? Yo, thanks for the raid, brother. I don't know if you wanted to raid this show. This is a little political show, but I appreciate it. Over on Kick. Shout out Remus F. This is what's happening in Virginia.
Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Abigail Spanberger, ran for that office as a moderate. But the executive order that she talked about is state and local police not cooperating with ICE to get criminal illegal immigrants. There's also a list of, now the Democrats control the legislature, that a number of bills that have been put forward. You can't read it here, but let me just go through it. Sales tax on Uber Eats, Amazon. Sales tax on admissions to a variety of businesses.
Sales tax on Uber Eats and Amazon. Executive order. Yo, shout out, brother. Just ordered my daughter's revenge. Shout out. So police are not allowed to help ICE. This is like her first week in Virginia. Police are not, which is sad because what ICE does, they're like, hey, you captured this person. Right? Yeah, this guy committed a crime. Well, he's also an illegal, so you can just hand him over to us, right? And that's how they're doing it here in Florida. It's quite peaceful for the most part. Then they go to Allocator or Alcatraz. But now they're passing these laws where it's like, no, you can't help them. So that's why you see ICE chasing people down in their homes and stuff, because the police are not allowed to just simply hand over the criminal. You know, how crazy is that? It's like they've been arrested. They're criminals. They are criminals. So just turn the criminals over that's been arrested for stealing or whatever they did. Whew. Now, here we go. I'm just going to let it ride. Maybe.
Create 2 new higher tax brackets. 10% tax bracket for anyone making over $1 million. 3.8 investment tax. Raise the hotel tax. New personal property tax on landscaping equipment. Ban gas-powered leaf blowers. Guarantee illegal aliens free education. Make it illegal to approach somebody at an abortion clinic. Extend the time absentee ballots can be received after Election Day.
Guaranteed illegal aliens free education. Make it illegal to approach someone at an abortion clinic, keeping the Christians out. Here's the best one. Allow people to cast their vote electronically through the internet. What?
Allow people to cast their votes electronically through the internet. Expand ranked choice voting. Extend the deadline for ballot curing. Redact the addresses of political candidates from FOIAs. Add Virginia to the National Popular Vote Compact. Make it illegal to hand count ballots. $500.
Make it illegal to hand count ballots? Virginia. Oh, Virginia. Illegal?
Sales tax on firearm suppressors, assault weapons and large capacity magazine ban, 11% sales tax on all firearms and ammunition, prohibit outdoor shooting.
Just FYI, in Florida, there's no taxes on firearms between September and December. No sales tax. No tax at all on firearms, ammunition for like 3 months every year. Oops. Freaking heck, Jay.
For anyone making over $1 million. 3.8 investment tax. Raise the hotel tax. New personal property tax on landscaping equipment. Ban gas-powered leaf blowers. Guarantee illegal aliens free education. Make it illegal to approach somebody at an abortion clinic. Extend the time absentee ballots can be received after Election Day. Allow people to cast their votes electronically through the internet. Expand ranked choice voting. Extend the deadline for ballot curing. Redact the addresses of political candidates from FOIAs. Add Virginia to the National Popular Vote Compact. Make it illegal to hand count ballots. $500 sales tax on firearm suppressors. Assault weapons and large capacity magazine ban. 11% sales tax on all firearms and ammunition. Prohibit outdoor shooting of a firearm. Less than 5 acres, lower the criminal penalties for robbery, ban the arrest of illegal aliens in courthouses, remove mandatory minimum sentences, allow localities to install speed cameras, and replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day.
Wow.
So elections have consequences, Josh.
What a spectacular reminder that we no longer live in an era where there's an existence of a moderate Democrat. I think for the last 6 months, for those of us who pointed out that the Mamdanis of the world had taken over the Democratic Party, we were assured, no, that's not the new face of the Democratic Party. It's people like moderates, Abigail Spanberger. I mean, she's there for a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden we have a communist manifesto out in front of us. This is going fast and furious, but it is how Democrats govern, regardless of what they say. Even in a purple state like Virginia, Youngkin didn't govern as a right-wing lunatic. She's trying to take it so far left, it's almost unrecognizable.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There is a show in the morning. I will be back 8 o'clock. It's the Friday chill stream where we just hang out with the chat. Hey, shout out Dreaming Tabitha with a host over on Kick as I get ready to leave. I will be heading over. I'll be playing Alien Firestorm with Wicked Virtue and Mo Zamboni. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats, the gifted memberships. If you're new here, why not subscribe? Also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you check out and buy The Daughter's Revenge. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys in the morning, or you can hang out with me while we're gaming. God bless.
There have been 1,000 terrors of the sea, born of myth and legend. But there's never been anything quite as dangerous as that man right there. Jonathan Reed.